how Ruto and Raila handled conflicting interests. When such politicians call you 2 or 3 people to come and agree on one individual who is going to be a candidate so that the other can step down for him or her, in most of the cases, the candidate has made his or her idea, but the party leader has made his or her idea. It is only that the party leader or coalition leader is using diplomacy to convince those that he did not prefer to step down without losing their support and their supporters' support. I looked at the recently concluded elections, and as of now, this is a day after President William Samoei Arap Ruto has been sworn in. I know there's going to be issues of cabinet and other government positions. And that is why I want to tell you why. In Raila's case, it led to failure, and in Ruto's case, it led to success. A very good example of Ruto's way of handling is to do with the picking of the running mate. Ruto had made a decision that he was going to choose Geoffrey Derito Gachagua. But everybody in his camp wanted Professor Kithure Kindiki. What Ruto did, he covertly campaigned for his person. And when the push came to shove, he had to step in. And later, he had to really take care of Kithure Kindiki. You will see that Kithure Kindiki did not concede the defeat immediately. He had to take some time to reflect. That is the strong point of Ruto. Convince him and then give him time to think. What about Raila? I will give an example of Nairobi County. Nairobi County, if Timothy Wanyonyi Wetangula had contested the governor's seat, he would have taken. But Raila came up. There was this thing they were calling scientific. Okay, scientific works in a lab, that is. He came up and said because they were sure they were going to get the president, so they did not need the Nairobi governor. They were surrendering it to Jubilee. And even if they were surrendering to Jubilee, the best person from Jubilee would have taken was Ngatia. But you see, Ngatia had a lot of posters which he did not associate himself with Raila. So they had to bring a nobody from elsewhere. There is this thing about Raila that he has an aura, believing that what he says, everybody will follow without questioning. And that really played a big part in his not being elected. Because in some areas of this country, his word is religious. But in other places, especially places like Central, you sit down with them and reason with them, and then they will follow that. So, right now, as I said, it is 24 hours after William Samoei Ruto has been sworn in as the president. He is making up a cabinet. And in his cabinet, he cannot leave back the young tax, because he's also a good... one thing I've noticed about Ruto is that something different from Raila. Raila does not groom people, but Ruto is slowly grooming people. Actually, the next kingpin of Central will not be Gachagua. This age of KJ, Ishungwa, Ndindi Nyoro, the next king of Central will come among from such a group. So you'll find that the young, let's say, let me give just one example, because if I give examples, we will stay here the whole day. Let us take this KJ, Kimani Ichung'wah, leave alone Wahome because she's a lady, Ndindi Nyoro. One of them will be made a minister. And 24 hours after being sworn in, he has told them to decide among themselves. And he will also try to, but in reality, he has made a decision. He will only give them chance to make the decision. And when they come up, the one who will not be taken, he'll go away the way Professor Kindiki Githuri went. That is contented and bringing back the votes. Thank you.